Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about how to make a simple authentication system by using PHP and MySQL database. Instead of using MySQL database, we are going to use PDO functionality so that we can use same functionality with multiple databases, for example PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB and many more. Before we begin with coding, let me show you what we are going to make. At very first, let me show you the sign up functionality. At the navbar, you can see we have two items to click. First one is sign in and sign up. Whenever we sign in with any user, we can't see these two options. We can see dashboard and sign out option on the place of sign in and sign up. At first, let me check Shakib Al Hassan. Let me sign up for Shakib Al Hassan. Shakib@test.com, and for the first time let's make it wrong. Let's make the password wrong. 1 2 3 4, and at first let's make it 4 character. It will send us an error. Make sure your password has at least 6 character. That means we need to make this password 6 character. Shakib Al Hassan, email shakib@test.com, password let's make it 6 character this time. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and confirm password let's make it wrong. It's saying password didn't match. Shakib Al Hassan, email shakib@test.com. This time let's make it the right password. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sign up. It's saying user has registered successfully. Now it redirected to the sign in page. From here we can sign in with this username and password. Let's enter the username field, that is email shakib@test.com, and password was 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sign in with the user. You are logged in successfully. You can see on the navbar we have dashboard and sign out option. No longer we can go to sign in or sign up page. Let me check you. Sign in. If we try to go to sign in page, it is redirecting to the dashboard. Sign up. We can't access sign up or sign in. Whenever we sign out, now this time we can access sign in or sign up, but we can't access dashboard this time. This is how we can protect our route from any client or anything. Whenever they want to access dashboard, they need to sign in or sign up. That is the simple project we are going to make. Now let's take a look for the essential tool we are going to use for this project. At very first, we are going to use XAMPP control panel. There are some alternative for XAMPP, OMP or MAMP. Whatever you want to use, you can use it. There's not a barrier. Also, you can install LAMP if you are using Linux. I am using Linux Mint, but you are feel free to watch this video from Windows or any other operating system. You just need to know how to install XAMPP on your Windows system. Once you have installed XAMPP, installation process is very much simple. You don't need to worry about it. You just need to click few times next. And after installing XAMPP, you can find a folder inside C drive with name of XAMPP. Inside XAMPP you have a folder of htdocs. At the time of recording this video, this is most popular text editor for your code. I am going to use Visual Studio Code. If you want to use any other text editor, that's not a big deal, you can use it. And one more thing, if you want to know how to install XAMPP and Visual Studio Code on your Linux operating system, I have two tutorials for these two installation process. You can find those links from the description of this video. Enough talking, let's get started. One more thing I forgot to mention, source code for this project is totally free. I will add a link of my GitHub repository. From there you can download all source code and use it for your own. And if you want to learn more about PHP, I have some tutorials. Before you watching this tutorial, you should know basics of PHP. For that I have a simple PHP tutorial where you can learn basics of PHP, MySql code operation. From here you can know how to use create, read, update and delete functionalities in PHP along with MySQL database. Enough talking and enough marketing, let's get into the tutorial. Open your file manager. If you are using Windows and you have installed XAMPP, you can go to C drive. From there you can find a folder that is XAMPP, XAMPP. From there you need to go to htdocs folder. I am using Linux, so I need to go to this auth folder, opt. From here I have installed XAMPP and here is my htdocs folder. You just need to find this htdocs folder, and inside this folder I am going to create a new folder that is user-auth. Okay, now open your Visual Studio Code. I have installed Visual Studio Code on my Linux system. If you want to know how to install softwares on Linux, then I have tutorial series. Go to auth, lamp, and here is my htdocs folder. I need to include the folder I have made, that is user-auth. From here I am going to create a file index.php. Before writing any lines of code of PHP, let me install an extension of PHP in Visual Studio Code. This one is better. I think you should use IntelliSense. Okay, install this extension. Okay, it is installed. Now in our index.php, let me write some HTML code. Shift on and press tab. Okay, let's make a header 2 and press tab. User auth. From your XAMPP control panel, start MySQL database and Apache web server. Your XAMPP control panel look different on Windows system. Okay, once you have started XAMPP control panel, open your favorite web browser. From there just write the URL localhost / name of your project, that was user-auth. That project you have made inside htdoc folder, that was user-auth. Next we are going to use materalize CSS for styling our CSS. This is a very good framework supported by Google. You just need to click on get started. From here we are going to download materalize. Click on download. Okay, Okay, download now. I'm using XDM download manager, Extreme download manager. So that is why it is looking like this. Open the folder. Here I have downloaded this materalize. Just right click on it and extract here. Okay, if you are using Windows, you can do the same thing with whatever it calls. I think it WinRAR. Okay, now go to htdocs. Inside htdocs we have the project we have made inside htdocs. That was user-auth. Here we are going to paste our JS CSS files. Okay, let me make it minimize. Okay, below our title let's link our CSS file. Let's tab CSS /. Let me check the name of our file, that was materalize css min.css. Control A, Control C and Control V. Paste in the place of style.css. Let me add the JavaScript file, script tab. Okay, now go to materalize CSS official website. Let's use a component. Let's use a navbar. I'm going to use this first navbar. Just copy this nav and paste it here as well. In the place of user auth, just paste this navbar. Save it and let me check on the browser. Okay, it's looking perfect. That means materalize CSS is working perfectly on my system. Now here inside user auth, that means our root folder, I am going to create few more folder. First one will be partials. Secondly, let's make users, config, and let's make another one with the name of image. Let me down. Inside my img folder I have included two images, bg.jpg and icon. Okay, let's include these two images. At first go to index.php. From here, in below the link, create one more link, img /icon.svg, and make sure this rel attribute is icon, not style sheet. Sizes, the sizes should be 16 pixel by 16 pixel. Inside this body we will have a class of whole body with a div tag. Inside whole body we will have a header tag, header enter. Inside header we will have our navigation menu. Just copy this, cut it and paste it inside header. Shift Alt F. Okay, for materalize CSS, click on CSS. This is the color code. You can find lots of color code in here. Just copy any of the color you like, copy it and paste it on the element you want to color. Okay, next change the color for our navbar. 311 B92 deep purple, darken 4, and I want to wrap everything inside a container. Let's make a div with the class of container. Just take all of the content inside container. Okay, let me reformat it little bit, save it, reload the page. You can see it's looking perfect. Okay, now very next thing I'm going to do is change the logo, image, and press tab. This image will be img icon.svg, and image size will be, this will be width is equal, let's make it 20 pixel, and I want to change the text here as well, sign in, and this href attribute will be hash sign so that we can come back to the index page. Paste it below few more times, paste it below. This should be sign up, sign dashboard, and sign out. Save it. Next we are going to make a footer from materalize CSS. Go to components. From here you can find the option for footer. Here it is. We are going to just copy and paste this footer. Copy it and paste it below this header. Paste the footer, and in between header and footer just write main tag and press tab. This should be main. Okay, here it is, main body. And let me change the color of our footer. Just copy this color and paste it inside footer. Okay, here it is, footer page. Here I am going to paste our color. Looks now. Okay, now let's add some custom styling for our website. Go to CSS. In here I am going to create a new file, style.css. Here I am going to create a style for whole body, that was the class. Okay, in whole body we'll have width of 100%, height will be 100 pis, tab, and background image will be /img/ name of your image. Background position will be center. Background size will be cover. Background repeat will be no repeat. Okay, now we are going to style for our image. Brand dash logo img. Inside brand image div we have a tag of image. We are going to style for that. Okay, margin top 8 pixel, width will be 45 pixel. Save it. Okay, in your index.php copy this link and paste it below one more time. Copy and paste it below, Ctrl V. In the place of materalize just write style.css. Now open your browser and reload the page once again. It's looking perfect to me, but this footer should be at the very bottom. Okay, don't worry, we are going to make that. Okay, now inside user I am going to create a form, create a file. signin.php, create one more file for signup. Signup.php, create one more file for signout. Sign out, this should be extension of PHP. Okay, now in index.php, inside this main tag we are going to write our form. We are going to make our sign up form. Later on we are going to take it to the another file. Okay, so let's make a form. form.call.s12. Materialize CSS has 12 column. We can go up to 12 column, and row is unlimited. So in our form we'll have 12 column, and we are going to have a row. Inside row we'll have another div with class name of input dash field dot call dot s6. okay, it's taking 6 column. Next one will take also 6 column. Okay, inside this 6 column we'll have a input field with id of full underscore name and press tab. Here this type will be text. Let's make label. This would be for full name, full underscore name, and this label will be full name. Okay, now copy this input field and paste it below few more times. 1 2 3 4. We have pasted it below 3 more times. Save it in your browser and reload it once again. Okay, it's looking perfect, but I think we need to wrap it inside a container. Actually these two fields should be inside another row. Just Ctrl X for cut it and paste it inside another row. Just write row and press tab and paste it here as well. And in below we are going to create one more row for our submit button. Button dot class name will be btn dot waves effect, and make sure the color is this color should be dot. Okay, let's make it color manually. Actually we can copy from top. Let's copy this color, Ctrl C and paste it below here. Okay, this button type will be submit. Type is equal submit. Button text will be sign up. And okay, that's it. Now we are going to take it inside a container. Close this form, take it inside this container, save it, check once again how does it looks. It's looking perfect to me now. I think I forget to change those attributes. This should be email. In the place of full name this should be email. This would be password. Type of password for password, this would be password, and this is also password, and for password 2 change it to password 2. not password 2. This label would be password, repeat password. It make more sense. Repeat password. Okay, save it. For now I will copy this form and paste it inside my sign up form. Here it is. Next we are going to take into the another place, and this form, let me change it to sign in form. Delete this row, we don't need this row anymore. In the place of sign up, just write sign in, and this would be email. Actually, delete this, copy this email field and paste it below for password. Password, in the place of full name, just write password. SWORD. Open your browser, reload once again. It's looking perfect for sign in. Once again I am going to just cut this form, cut it from here and paste it inside sign in form. Later on we are going to take into the another place. We don't need it for now. Main content, save it. Okay, that's all for user interface. Next we are going to use PHP for dynamically printing all of our elements, and we are going to work with the functionality of PHP sign in, sign up users, and we are going to interact with MySQL database. Now for all of the header, footer, we are going to create some new files. So inside partial I am going to create a new file, header.php, footer.php, footer.php. Okay, let's from index.php take this header. From this header take everything up above, cut it and paste it inside header.php, save it. And from this footer take everything below here, save it and paste it inside footer. We are going to include this header and footer by using PHP functionalities. So let's do it. Let's start writing PHP code. By using PHP we are going to include our header and footer as well. Okay, we can use include once, or we can also use require once. For this video I am going to use require once. Require once mean we can't include this file multiple times inside index.php. It will include only once in our file. Okay, inside second quotation mark we are going to include partials / header.php. Make sure this partial spelling is same as we have included here. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here so it don't give any stupid error. Okay, copy this PHP tag and paste it below for our footer. In the place of header just write footer. Okay, now inside this users folder I am going to create one more file, user interface. Don't name it only interface because this is a keyword from PHP, object oriented programming, so you should never name a class name with interface. I am going to start coding of PHP. Here I am going to create a class. This is where we started we started using our object-oriented programming interface. This is a class. Inside this class we'll have a public function. Public function mean we can use this function outside of this file, okay, outside of this class. Public function, name of our function is sign in. Okay, in sign in function we are going to return our sign in form. So just cut this sign in form from signin.php, cut it and paste it inside this first this single quotation mark, paste it here. Let me precise little bit. Okay, it will work, definitely it will work. Next we are going to create another function with name of signup. Copy this and paste it below. Ctrl V for pasting. Sign in, sign up. From sign up form we are going to paste it here as well. Cut it and paste it inside this return. Okay, save it. Next, inside index.php we are going to write some condition inside our main tag. Okay, inside this container just start your PHP code. Here at first we are going to require our file, that was user interface, user / user interface .php. that is the file we are going to need. Next we'll have a action. We didn't create any action it, but don't worry, very soon we are going to create it. Is set, that means whenever someone give an action, let's use our global variable, that is get. By using this get we are going to take the variable of action from URL. Okay, action, we didn't make this variable it, as I said earlier, we are going to create very soon. Question mark, copy this and paste it here as well. Make it blank. Let me print whatever we pass inside our URL. Action. Okay, inside user interface we have a attribute of action. Okay, in action we are going to pass something, users / signin.php. whenever someone click on this form, this submit button, it will look for this file signin.php, that is this one we have made. Next, replace this action with sign up in the place of sign in. Sign up. Okay, next go to partials folder. Inside partial folder we have header.php. let me make those link visible, so whenever someone click on here it will redirect it to some page. At first start the PHP code inside this href. Don't forget to give this double quotation mark. Okay, before writing any code here, let's create one more file inside config. Okay, variables.php. here we are going to make some variable. At first host is equal localhost and / name of our project, that is user auth. You can see user dash auth, give a http. Okay, we are going to use the same host inside all of our files, so whenever someone changes this domain name or anything, you can just change from here and all of the code inside our project will be changed. Okay, that is the advantages of using dynamically programming. Okay, PHP, start the PHP code. Inside it, include the config variable file. As I said before, we can use include or require any of them. This should be config / variables.php. Don't forget the semicolon. Now next we are going to use this variable host, echo host. After this host we are going to give a /. In / we will have a action with a question mark. Action is equal sign in, SIGN, sign in. Okay, copy this sign in. Before that I forgot to give a semicolon here, don't forget it. Copy this and paste it 3 more times for sign out, dashboard and sign up. 1 2 3. Okay, this would be sign up. Control D, sign up. Control D for multiple selection, dashboard, and the last one is sign out. Okay, next inside our index.php, here we are going to write some condition. We are going to make a switch statement. Switch, there would be the variables. This should be action. First value of our switch statement would be sign in, sign up, SIGN, sign up. If someone sign up, then we are going to call the function. The function name was sign up. Okay, this is the function. Before including this function, we need to call the class, make an instance of our class. User interface is equal new user interface. This was the class name. Okay, now we can call our function. Just copy this and paste it here as well. Our function name was sign in. Don't forget about semicolon. Okay, copy this same case and paste it below one more time. This time it would be sign in and make it sign up. The top one would be sign up and this one would be sign in. Okay, next the default case would be sign in. Copy this sign in and paste it here as well. One more thing I forgot, this should be a echo statement. Echo we need to echo this, echo. It's saying parse error, syntax error unexpected in variables.php. Okay, let's check in variables.php inside config folder. You can see I didn't give the semicolon. Once again check it, reload once again. It's saying fatal error, uncatch error, call to undefined method. That means something went wrong with the spelling. Let's take a look. I think I made a spelling mistake, as I always do. Sign in, copy the same and paste it here as well. SIGN, sign up. You can see when I click on sign up, it is showing sign up. One more thing, on the action, you can see on our URL, you can see now action is sign up. When I click on sign in, it's going to be sign in. When it is default, there is no action. That means our default case, it is printing our sign in form. Okay, let me take this footer at the very bottom, br multiplied by 3, and press tab. After this container, this main container, let me make few more br, break line, br multiplied by 10. Okay, I think I should change the variable name of user interface. Control D. This should be camel case. This should be I with uppercase I. Control D for multiple selection. User interface, and the first letter should be start with lowercase. Now we don't need to echo this action. Next we are going to create our database. We are going to use PDO for connecting to the database. PDO stands for PHP data object. PHP PDO. Search for PHP PDO from php.net. You can see how to make connections and connection management. This is the way you make connection with database by using PHP PDO. Okay, copy this. Okay, here inside config folder, we are going to create one more file with the name of database.php. Let me make it comment for now. Okay, now from browser, create a new tab, localhost. We are going to go to phpmyadmin. From here we are going to create our database. Okay, your phpmyadmin look like this. Click on this new button. We are going to create a database with the name of auth and create. We are going to create 4 columns. Table names will be users. First column will be ID, and this is the type of integer, and length will be 11, and it of course it is auto incremented whenever we include a new record. It will add a ID. Full name will be type of varchar. 255, the length of 255, and next column would be email, and it is also varchar with 255 length, and last one password. Okay, next click on this save. Congratulations, you have made a database that is auth, and you have a table with name of users. Now inside your database.php file, open your PHP tag. Here we are going to write some PHP code for creating database connection. At first we are going to create a class with name of database. and this is the reference we are going to use. This is how they made the connection with the database. Okay, here let's make few variables. Private mean we can't use this variable outside of this class. db name of our database, that was auth. Private host is equal localhost. Private user is equal, by default phpmyadmin give us this root default user. You can use the same user. Private password, and password for this root is blank, so we don't need to give anything. Now create a public variable with name of dbase. For now it is null. Next we are going to create a function, public function. This public keyword spelling is wrong. Now this means this class. From this class we are going to use the variable, so we need to give this keyword, this dsn. This variable is first time we are making. Whenever we are using this keyword, this variable is usable anywhere inside this class. Okay, let me copy this up to host equal. Okay, paste it here and add with a dot. This is the concatenation sign in PHP. This host we are going to use host. This should be a greater than sign. Dot mean concatenation. We are going to concatenate with this db name is equal up to equal. Copy and paste it here, and with dot use the db name. This db name. How does the variable? It was db name. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, inside try catch black, at first we are going to try something. We are going to try to create a new PDO correction. If that doesn't work, it will throw some exception. This dsn comma user, this user comma, next would be password, this password. Okay, now next we are going to throw an exception, PDO exception, PDO exception E, and it will accept it here and die here. Error, it will show us that error. For hot, it will die here. E, it will send us a message and end here. Okay, Now let's check our database connection. Is database successfully made? Then it will say something echo connection made. Okay, actually our database connection is made. Now let's check out it is working or not. Create a new instance of our class, new database. We are going to use the function that we made, that is connect, to connect with our database. Connect. Okay, now open your browser. From here just copy this URL and paste it inside a new tab. I don't need this action, just write config, that was our folder name, -database.php, config/database.php. okay, it's saying DB connection is made. That means database is working perfectly. Let's delete this echo, we don't need this anymore, and comment it out, this too. For reference you can use it. Okay, let's make this brand clickable link. Before that, let me show you. When you click on sign in page and you submit the form, it is looking for signin.php file. Here we are going to write some code for sign in with our user, and let's go to the sign up and submit the form. It is something went wrong here. Okay, go to user interface. From here go to sign up page. I have given 2 quotation mark, that is not recommended. Okay, whenever I submit the form of user sign up, it will look for this file, signup.php. This is the file we have made. We are going to write some code here. Okay, before that go to header.php. From here let's copy this href and paste it inside this brand. We don't need the section, we just need our host. Whenever someone want to register himself to our website, they need to sign up. They need to sign up with their full name, email and password as well. .php, at first we are going to include 3 files. Include once. We are going to include our config file, config variables, config /. Make sure the spelling is same with your file name. Copy this and paste it below. This should be database. These 2 files we need to include. Now next thing, we are going to create a if condition. If someone is set, if someone enter a global variable of post, sign up. If someone set enter to sign up, we haven't made this global variable yet, so let's make it. Go to user interface. From here in our submit button, you need to give that. So let's do it. This is the button. We need to give an attribute here, that is name is equal sign up. This is the name we are going to call for. From here, when someone when someone enter this button, this sign up button, then it will do something. We need to give this name attribute to all of our inputs. So for full name, just write name is equal full underscore name. Copy this name attribute and paste it for all our input field. Okay, here as well this should be email, and also change it to email this ID. Actually you don't need to, but it is for safer side. This input field would be password. I don't need this ID, you can delete it. This would be password 2, repeat password. This is password 2, and we don't need this ID as well, because we are not going to style any input field manually, so we don't need those. Now if someone is set to the, this is the post method, so we need to give that as well. Inside our form tag we need to specify which method we are going to use. Method is equal post sign up PHP. Here we are going to get the data from our form. Okay, for that let's make a variable full. We are going to store the data from the user in here. HTML special character. What it is going to do, actually when someone enter a SQL command inside the form, then this will get to us as a plain HTML or a plain string format, so it is protected to SQL injection. Okay, post, make sure this post method, this name should be matched with this full name, because we are getting data from there. Okay, copy this line, paste it below 3 more times. This is for email, password and password 2. Ctrl D for multiple selection. Select one item and press Ctrl D. Password, Ctrl D, password 2. Okay, let's echo them. Echo full name dot mean the concatenation, email dot password dot password 2. Okay, save it, open your browser. Now in here click on sign up. Full name would be anything you would like to register. I'll go with Shakib Al Hassan. He is a best all-rounder in cricket. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is our second password. 5 6 7 8. Sign up. Undefined index, but it is working. Shakib Al Hassan 1 2 3 4. Email is not working. Something went wrong with line number 8. Okay, here in user interface.php, here you can see the name attribute misspelled with T. Okay, now this should work properly. Shakib Al Hassan, email is Shakib Al Hassan, shakib@test.com, and first password is 1 2 3 4. Second password is 1 2 3 4. Not this time 5 6 7 8. Sign up. It's saying Shakib Al Hassan, shakib@test.com. That means it is working perfectly. Okay, now by moving forward, we are going to save this data into our database, so user will be registered. Okay, for now let's create a variable message. This is a array, all of the error message and success message we are going to store inside this array. Okay, actually first we need to validate our form. So when someone pass the validation, then they are only able to register with our system. Okay, user. At first let's make a if condition. If empty, that means full name is empty. When someone don't give any full name, we are not going to save his data to our user. Okay, and copy this empty with add sign, paste it here as well, and one more times. This would be email, password, and password 2. Password and password 2. Actually we are checking if the user is filled all of our input or not. If user doesn't fill any of our input, then it will send him an error message. What will be the message? This is a type of array message, so the message will be please fill all the forms and exit. It will return from here. Else if, actually we need to print this, print underscore r message, so it will show us the message. We are using printer because it is a array, so whenever we print an array we need to pass this. Copy this message printer and exit and paste it inside our else if condition. The condition would be if someone pass the start length, that means string length, password should be not less than 6 character. Whenever someone try to enter a user with a password of 3 character, it will show that error. Password must be more than 6 character long. Else if, actually let me copy this condition and paste it here as well. And the next condition we are going to check for our password. This password should match with the second password. If this password doesn't match with the second password 2, then it will show as an error. Didn't match. Okay, the next condition is for our actually we need to close our else condition here. If else condition. Okay, now next condition is else condition. Echo, it will say user validation success. That means someone pass all of the user validation and we are going to save that user to our database. We are going to do that later. Let me check what we have did now. Okay, open your browser, click on sign up, enter. Actually at first try to submit our form. Let's see what is saying. Please fill all the forms. Okay, let's fill it. fill with name of Shakib Al Hassan, email shakib@test.com, password would be 1234. For the first time, let's make it less than 6 character, so it will show us that error 1234. Sign up, password must be more than 6 character long. Okay, Shakib Al Hassan, password would be 123456, and second password, let's make it 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, that means doesn't match with first password. It's saying password didn't match. This time let's match the password 123456, 123456. Sign up. It's saying user validation success. That means it's working perfectly. Next, we are going to check for our validation of our email. So just search for filter validate email. There you can find how to validate by using filter validate email. This is the way to validating email. Just copy this. It's saying validate whether the value is valid email address. That means the email must be a valid, otherwise it will not work. For now, just paste it inside else condition. Let's create one more if else condition. Let me copy this and paste it after this last if else condition, else if condition. Paste it here. Okay, it's looking perfect. Cut it from here. We are going to use inside our condition. This should be actually this would be not filter variable, not filter variable of email. It's saying filter a variable with specified filter. This is the meaning of this function. You can find by hover over this function. Okay, here just pass the email. After email, just give a comma, and there would be the filter validate email. Okay, I think this filter validate email will be in here. Okay, it's perfect. Now let me change the message. Image is not valid. Okay, perfect. Now once we pass all of our validation, then we are going to save the user to our database. We don't need this echo. Now here create a instance with name of database. This database is from our this class, from config file. There we have a class with the name of database. Just copy the same name, paste it here as well. Okay, we need to call a function from this class. This function name was connect. Actually, I think inside our database class we should return our DBAs from here. Just copy this variable. We are going to return from here so that we can use it as a variable inside our signup.php. This variable would be DBAs is equal database connect. This is the name of our function. Actually, here we are going to save our user to the database. Okay, so let's do that. Signup_SQL. Let's write some SQL query for inserting data to the database. insert into name of our table, that was users. Check the table name once again from phpmyadmin. Full name, the first column was full name, second, actually the first column was id, but id is auto incremented. Whenever we include any users, id will be increment by 1 automatically. Okay, email, comma, password, these 3 fields we need to include manually. Okay, values, the value, let's make some variable for full name, comma, email, comma, password. Don't forget about semicolon, this is very important. Now we are going to bind the value with this variable. Okay, so let's do it. Sign up, actually let's make a statement for that. Sign up xampp statement is equal device. This is what we we return from here, because we are going to use it for preparing our statement, and we are going to store it inside a variable. That is why we have returned from our database this function. Okay, prepare SQL query, sign up SQL, sign up statement, and bind param. At first this should be the variable name, copy it and paste it here, and the second parameter will be the value we are going to pass, that is full name, that is coming from the top here. This is the value we are going to store here. Okay, let me copy it and paste it below 2 more times, because we have two more variable left to assign values. Double click and Ctrl D for multiple selection. Email, double click and Ctrl D. Password. Okay, next, always we need to execute our query, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so let's do that. Sign up statement, execute. Actually, whenever someone successfully sign up with any users, then it should show some messages on the display. Okay, let's do that functionality. The messages, let me copy this and paste it here as well. Actually, let me copy these 3 lines and paste it here as well. This message should be user is registered successfully. Now what we are going to do, we are going to use those messages inside our view. Okay, so let's do that. I don't need this print anymore. Okay, from here, when someone don't put any of those fields, from here we are going to return that user to the same page, that means sign up page, with an error message. So let's do that. Header, location where we want to return our user, that would be our host. Okay, dot concatenation. Let's use the host from variable.php. Host dot /, it would be index.php with a question mark. Action, it will have an action with sign up. When we are using another parameter, we can use a and sign in here. Here we are going to pass our error messages. Message is equal dot concatenation message. Now it will print an array, but we don't want any array. We want a specific error message, that is the index value of 0. Go to sign up and click on sign up. Here you can see action is sign up, but it's showing the message. Please fill all the forms by using a global variable get. We will get the value of our message. That means this, please fill all the forms. Okay, now open your user interface. From here you have a function sign up. Let's get that error. Errors is equal is set underscore get our global variable. The name of our variable was message. Copy this and paste it here as well with a question mark. Paste it here, colon, single quotation mark. Here we can get our error messages. Let's print that out. Before that, let's make a if else condition. If there is any error, if errors, then it will do something. It will send the error message. Is equal single quotation mark. Inside single quotation mark we'll write some HTML code. Here we will print our error message. Let's make it inside double quotation mark, that is mean concatenation. Okay, here just paste that error message. That would be errors. Okay, let me do some styling, inline styling. Style is equal padding 10 pixel, semicolon. Color, since this is a error message, it would be red color, more sensible. Background will be white. I think white is perfect. Now use this error message inside our return statement so we can see it inside our forms. Let's do it here. Give a 2 single quotation mark and 2 concatenation sign. In between them we'll pass our error message. In sign up, it's showing something went wrong in line number 36. Actually we need to make a else condition of this if part. Okay, so let's do it. That means we must give a default value of our error message. By default the value will be blank. Click on this sign up and click on sign up form. It's saying please fill all the form. Let's try to save a user to the database. Let's work with Shakib Al Hassan. Shakib@test.com. Password would be 123456. Repeat password 123456. Sign up. It's saying something went wrong with signup.php in line number 41. Let's check it out. In signup.php I made a silly mistake. In database this would be $1. Let's try it once again. Just click on this and it's saying user is registered successfully. Let's check in the database. Click on auth. That was our database. Inside user you can see we have two users. Actually previously I have added this one. Let me delete this. User can only register with one email address. That means whenever someone try to register user with the same email address pass here, so they will get an error. Let me take this header and pass it below here as well in the place of printer. We don't need this printer. Control D for multiple selection. Whenever someone register with the form, will redirect to dashboard, which is not, we have created it, dashboard, and it will have a message. In index, let's create a case for dashboard. Dashboard will be very simple. We'll have a simple header, footer, and okay, case would be dashboard. Let me change the function name, dashboard. Copy this name and create a function with this name at the very bottom of this sign up function. Okay, here we are going to create another function, public function dashboard, return. We are going to return HTML. In between them just write welcome to dashboard for now. Dashboard. Okay, save everything. Now whenever we click on dashboard we can see we are on dashboard. Welcome to dashboard. Okay, let's design something for our dashboard. At first we are going to use the same error messages in here. Just copy this line and paste it inside our sign in and dashboard as well. Copy this and paste it here. We'll print the same error. Okay, below this form we are going to print the error in here. Whenever we'll try to sign in we are going to show some error messages. We haven't set this error yet, but very soon we are going to set it whenever we are going to work with sign in functionalities. Okay, copy this and paste it above the return function, and in here let's write some HTML code. In materalize CSS we are going to use a card. Just click on cards from components. We are going to use this first card. Copy this and paste it in here. In the place of error message, whenever we are going to create our user, we are successful to register, so that means it would be success message. Control D for multiple selection. success message, and once again Ctrl D for multiple selection, success message. Here would be only one S. Okay, now let me copy this line, this error message line, and paste it in here. We are going to get message inside here. Actually, okay, in here is, well, let's do it here. In the place of error message, just write success message. We are still not done with our sign up user. And now what we are going to do, we are going to check a email which user input to register. Inside database, we are going to search that email is already exist or not. If that email is not exist, then we are going to create a new record and register our user. Okay, so let's do the functionality for that. Here, for fetching data, SQL need to set some attribute for PDO. Okay, so let's do it. DBA is equal set attribute, and this would be PDO colon a_tr underscore default underscore fetchmate. We are going to fetch our data as object. Next parameter will be PDO fetch underscore obj. Perfect. Now next we are going to make our SQL query for this. Email underscore finding SQL is equal select star mean all. We are going to select all of our columns from our user tables. That table name was users. Select all. There will be one more keyword, that is form. Okay, now next we will have to use another clause, where email is equal email. Let me copy this bind param and paste it here. We are going to use the same thing, but this time we need to actually prepare this also, so we can use a statement. Okay, let me change it to email finding statement. Copy this, and there would be our SQL query for email finding. Here I also made a mistake. Actually, this is not a mistake. Okay, let's forget it. Copy this line and paste it here for our binding parameters. Okay, in the place of full name, this would be email. This is the variable. From here we are going to set the variable with value of this. Here we are getting value from the users, and we are setting here. Okay, now as I said, we always need to execute our query. Okay, but this time, after executing our query, we also need to do one more thing. We need to get the result of our fetch data. Email underscore result is equal email finding statement and fetch. This is the function for fetching our users. Okay, this is fetching as object since we have set our fetch mode to object. Okay, so it is an object. Empty email result. That means if there is no email found in here, then we are going to set our user, or we are going to register our user. If the email is found, it will give us an error. Okay, so let's do the else part of this if condition. It will send the error message. Let me copy this error message from here with a header tag, copy and paste it inside else condition, and whenever there is no email, then we are going to save the user. So let's cut this user query and paste it here as well. Change the message, and user is already with this email. Okay, copy this exit and use it in here also. Okay, open your browser one more time. Here let's use Shakib Al Hassan. This is the email we have already registered. This is shakib@test.com, shakib@test.com, that is already registered. Let's try it with the same email. Let's see how it happened. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sign up. It's saying undefined variable. Sign up, submit in line number 52. Actually, we need to execute our email finding statement instead of sign up statement. Okay, try once again, continue. It's saying an user is already registered with this email. Okay, that means our validation is working perfectly. Let's try once again with name of Tamim Iqbal. Email address is tamim@test.com. Password would be 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sign up. Saying user is registered successfully. That means it's working perfectly. Okay, in dashboard, since it is a success message, this color should be green. So, reload phpmyadmin. Here we have sign up with 2 users, but something is wrong here. We should never save our password as plain text into the database. We need to use hash password. For that, we are going to use a PHP function, that is md5. PHP md5. Here you can see how to use md5. When we are saving password, we are binding with a variable. Let's take it inside md5. Okay, save it, register with another user, click on sign up. Now go to database, reload the page. You see this is Saifuddin full name, email is saif@test.com, but this time the password is much longer and doesn't make any sense actually. Previously we have made a file inside users, that file name was signin.php. Here we are going to write some sign-in code. Before doing anything, let me copy some code from Signup. We need to include these two files inside signin as well. Okay, now next thing, we also need to include this line. Copy this and paste it here. Close this bracket. This time it would be sign in. Whenever someone try to submit the form of sign in, it will do something. Let me copy this line also. Actually, copy this line, these two lines, paste it here. We are going to get the email address and password from the user forms. Okay, let me check the user form once again. Go to user interface. From here we have sign in form at the very top. You can see we have name attribute. Actually, we don't have name attribute. Let's do it. Name is equal email, and here inside input password, name is equal password. Save it and go to signin.php. From here we are also going to create a variable of array. Okay, next we are going to create if statement. This time we are going to check only for email and password, so we don't need full name and we don't need this password too. Here something went wrong with the full name, so let's check inside this. There should be a space, otherwise it won't work. Now close this if condition. Here we are going to copy the same messages. Okay, let's copy this 3 line and paste it here. Here we are going to set our error messages, and we are redirecting from this header. This time in the place of sign up, this should be sign in. Okay, next we are going to have another else if condition. Let me copy the same and paste it here as well. Okay, next we'll have validation for our email. Copy this and paste it here. Next we'll have, actually everywhere in the place of sign up it would be sign in. Now the lastly we'll have else condition. Inside else condition we are going to match our user. If user does match, then we are going to sign in. At the very first, let me copy these few lines because all of the code are same. We are going to change something. Find users. We are going to find the users from our database. Ctrl+Shift+I for formatting your PHP code. It is not working, so we need to install a PHP formatter. Let me install this one. This one looks perfect. this one looks good. Okay, install it. Because I am using Linux, the shortcut key is Ctrl Shift I. If you are using Windows, then the shortcut key will be Shift Alt F. It will reformat your code. Just write email and there will be password. Actually, let's make it user finding key. Copy this and paste it in the place of user finding query. Okay, here in the place of email we need to write user. It will be more sensible. Copy this and paste it here as well. Control D for multiple selection. User result in the place of email result. User result. Here we can't find users by using only emails. We also need to match our password as well. Okay, here with email just write and clause and password is equal variable password. Copy this line. We also need to bind for our password that is our variable, and in the place of value we can't give only password. From here we can't give it because this password is hash, so we need to decrypt that hash password and we need to set it here. Okay, so let's do it. Above here let's make a variable hash password is equal md5. We use md5 to hash our password, and we also use md5 to get back from our hash password. Okay, here this would be hash password. If we don't get any result from our database, then it will show an error empty. If the user result is empty, then it will show an error. Let me copy the error message from the top. Copy this 3 line and paste it here. Password or email is incorrect. Email or password is incorrect. Okay, this would be sign up. Actually sign in. This should be sign in. It's totally fine. Now next thing we are going to do, we are going to make a else condition. When the user is found, then we are going to do something. We are going to log in our user. Let me paste the same and let me change the variable of message array. You are logged in successfully, and it will, when someone is logged in, it will redirect to dashboard, and okay, that's all. Let's try. Click on sign in. At first let's check our error messages. It's not showing any error messages. Something went wrong here. Okay, here is the problem. Inside sign in function we haven't set any name attribute. This would be sign in. As I said, this is very important, and we also miss another important part, that is method. Always we need to mention which type of method we are using. This time we are using a post. Okay, let's try once again signing in. Click on sign in. Without filling any form, sign in. It's saying please fill all the form, but this time you can see this styling is not working. Let's reload the page. It should work. I think we should not give this / here. In here we have set our plain password for Shakib Al Hassan and Tamim Iqbal, but for Saifuddin we have set it to hash password, and in this sign in functionality we are matching our password as hash password, so only Saifuddin will work in here, but the rest of these two will not work. Okay, let's delete them for now. Delete this and click the table once again. Click this one as well. Now we have only one record with Saifuddin. On sign in, saif@test.com, password was 123456. We are entering plain password, but whenever it is going to the server, it is converting to hash password to the plain password and matching with our with the database hash password. Okay, now it is saying you are logged in successfully. That means login functionality is working perfectly. Now our sign in and sign up part is done. Now we have to work with session. By using session, we are going to temporarily save our user information to the local storage of our browser. By using session, when someone log into the system, until they log out, they will be in the same page or same system. They are authenticated until they log out. Okay, when someone log out to the system, then session will be destroyed. That time when they try to access the authentication items or authentication page, then they will not be able to access them. Okay, inside sign in, when we are logged in successfully, here we are going to start our session. At the very top, let's start session underscore start. When you hover over this function, it's saying if provided this is an associative array of options that will override the currently set session profession and detectives. Now below here we are going to set some session variable. By using this variable, we are going to recognize the user is authenticated or not. If the user is authenticated, then we will allow them to route some pages and we will restrict from some pages. Okay, so let's do it. At very first, let's create a global session variable, that is id is equal user result id. By using user result id, we can get the id of our users. Copy this and paste it below. One more times, this would be full name. In the place of id, just replace with full name, and below here we'll have email in the place of id just write email. This is the three variable we are setting as global variable of a session. Okay, here inside header.php you can see I have included these variables and I also use them in here. Now in between this UL tag I'm going to create on PHP tag, and when I'm going to start our session in here. Okay, session start, so that I can use session variable in here. If is set underscore session variable or email, that is one of our session variable. Here our if condition is starting and we are going to end this if condition after the sign up. Okay, and what I am writing, and with PHP tag dashboard and sign out should be in the place of sign in or sign out. Take it here and paste it here. Take the sign in and sign up page after the ending of if statement. That means what actually it is saying is, when we are on session and we have the session variable email, then we can access dashboard and sign out. But when we are not on the session, we can access this sign in or sign out. Okay, let's make a else condition for that. Else. Okay, here the ending of our else condition PHP, here it is. Now we are on the browser, we can see only sign in and sign up page. We can go to them. Let's sign in with the users sive@test.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sign in. We are successfully logged into the user, but here you can see sign in and sign up page is gone. We can't access them, but technically when we try to access them from the URL, actually we can access them. That is the mistake we have made. Since we are into the session, we should not access those pages. Okay, now go to index.php. Here we need to validate our users who can access our dashboard and who can access sign in or sign out page. Okay, here in the first case, let's make a if condition. If is set $_session. We are on the session of email, then it will do something. Here we are going to require one more file, require auth. We need one more file of variables. Okay, so let's require it. Actually, let's require it at the very top. Control X and require it here. .config/variables.php. This is the file we are going to need, since we will redirect users from here. Header location, this would be host dot /question mark action is equal. Basically what it is saying is, when we are on the session and we have session variable access, that is email, then we are no longer going to this sign up page. It will break from here, okay, and it will redirect to dashboard. Let me copy this and paste it. Actually we can break from here as well. Break. Copy this and paste it for sign in and dashboard. But in sign in, this is same. For dashboard, for case of dashboard, it should be sign in, and this if condition is, if is not set, that means we are not in the session. Then if we try to access dashboard, it will redirect to sign in page. Reload the page. Now we can access our sign in page. Go to dashboard. We can also access our dashboard. Let's try to access sign up. It is redirecting to dashboard. Let's try to sign in. It is redirecting to dashboard. And we also need to do the same thing for our default. That means when we are sign in, will redirect to dashboard. When we try to sign out, it will destroy our session. So let's do work for them. Go to sign out. In here we are going to write some code. Okay, in header.php we have sign out button. Here in the place of sign out action, let's take it out, and we are going to use directly this file. Okay, users /sign out.php, save it, and now go to sign out.php. From here start PHP code, PHP ending PHP tag in between them. At first we are going to include on files, include once. File is ./config and variables. This is the file we are going to use here. Session start. Here we are going to start our session unset. By using this function we can unset our session. Just hover over this and it will get some idea. You can see what it does. Initialize session data. It will initialize our session data, and session destroy, session underscore destroy. It will destroy our session, and after destroying session we need to return to home. Header, let's redirect to our home page. Location dot host. Okay, save it. Click on sign out. It's saying something went wrong here. In header.php, actually this would be users, not users. It will be plural. Now once again reload the page. Click on sign out. It's saying something went wrong, failed to open now such directory. There is something went wrong with line number 2. Okay, here is the problem in sign out, line number 2. Here I did a mistake. This would be on directive break, mean 2 dot, after that a forward slash config variables.php. Now it's working perfectly. Reload the page and sign out. Now it's going to sign in and sign up page, but it can't go to dashboard. To go to dashboard, we need to authenticate our users. Okay, you see, please fill all the forms. That means authentication system is working perfectly. Okay, that's all for this tutorial. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. If you want to learn more about PHP, I have some more tutorials on PHP and Node.js. I have PHP PDO tutorial where you can learn more about PHP PDO. I have PHP object oriented programming with REST API. I have tutorial of PHP CRUD operation. CRUD mean create, read, update and delete by using MySql database. Okay. In further, I will create more PHP tutorial, and I'm thinking to create large project by using PHP, something like news website or blog, and of course with Node.js I'll create lots of tutorial on Node.js, because professionally I am a Node.js developer along with PHP knowledge. Okay, thank you for watching this tutorial.